Hello everyone, I'm making this video to discuss a very important announcement and instruction. So before you have departed from your host training establishment, we require you a pre-OJT requirements. So you are not allowed to undergo a OJT or internship without complying these requirements. So the advisors have this in the Google Classroom that you need to submit these requirements. And I do believe all of you are already finished uploading the requirements. That is for the basis for your midterm grade. So now we are near in the end of the semester. You need to submit the post-OJT requirement. You can check that in your Google Classroom. So I have inserted here the, let's watch this one or check this one. I have uploaded here the mock interview evaluation and feedback form and guidelines for softbound, which is the internship compilation. And I also inserted a link in YouTube on how to make your bookbinding softbound. Okay, and I think if you will have to bookbind your compilation in IGE, there's a big possibility that there is a delay because still the IGE made a lot of bookbind for the thesis. So I have inserted here on how to make your own DIY bookbinding. So now let's proceed to the important announcement here. So yesterday we have a meeting together with the academic dean of the CITAS, and she gave us a lot of important information, and one of that is for the upcoming graduation. And for the graduating students, there are certain things that you need to comply. And before that, we will give you the important announcement here. So the date of graduation is on June 20, 2023. Please take note on this date. That is on Tuesday. Okay. And the final venue is not, I think it is in the Kandihai Gymnasium. And the dean give us a clear instruction and reminders that the deadline of the submission of grade for the graduating students is on May 24, 2023. It means that you need to submit all the requirements before May 24. And the dean also gave us a clear instructions that if the graduating students have not cleared in the clearance, no hardbound in thesis. It means that you need to submit the hardbound copy in the office. And if you don't have a softbound internship compilation, you cannot graduate. Okay, so after you have finished your 720 hours, you need to comply all these requirements. And also for the clearance, you need to give one copy. If you are already cleared with the clearance, you need to give one copy to the registrar and one copy for the college in our office. Please take note on this. And then you need to submit the compilation and be ready for the mock interview. Again, if you are already done with your 720 hours, you need to get all the requirements, important documents, and you need to submit the compilation. And when you submit the compilation, the softbound, okay, compilation, you need to be ready for the mock interview. So the mock interview, so your interviewer will be your advisor. So we will talk about this softbound compilation and the mock interview evaluation and feedback form. But for now, this is the important announcement. Again, graduation date is on June 20, 2023 on Tuesday. either in Kanday Gymnasium or in Oval in our campus. The deadline of submission of grade for the advisor is on May 24th. So meaning, before May 24, you need to comply all the requirements. Again, no clearance. If you are not cleared, there's no hardbound thesis and no softbound for internship program compilation. You cannot graduate. And you need to give the clearance, one copy for the registrar and one copy for the college in the office. And when you submit the compilation, this softbound compilation, you need to be ready for the mock interview. So please make a screenshot or take some notes. Now let's proceed to the post-OJT requirements. So let's, again, in the Google Classroom, I inserted the guidelines for soft copy internship program. So we will check what's inside of these guidelines. So as I open those file documents, this is the guidelines. Again, you need to have a softbound for the compilation. Now, the content of this softbound compilation, we have a title page, table of contents. Chapter 1, you need to put the brief history or background of the company or the host training establishment that you undergo your training. That is for the chapter 2. I mean the chapter 1. And for the chapter 2, this is a reaction paper of the students with the following suggested format. You need to answer these following questions. Okay. One, what you have learned from your experience during your training in the host training establishment. You need to share also your experience with the people around you. Okay. Third one, the most memorable event during your practicum. And what is your recommendation for the improvement of the practicum program? And your advice to those who will take their practicum in the near future. So that is for chapter 2. And chapter 3, this is the pertinent documents. Majority of this one, you already have this in your pre-OJT requirements, but there is an additional. Okay, so you need to put application letter, resume, endorsement letter, memorandum of agreement, and internship agreement. Again, make sure, as I checked your submission in the pre-OJT requirements, there are MOA and internship agreement doesn't have a signature from the company representative. So you must have a signature on that part. That is very important. And also the waiver, barangay clearance, police clearance in BI, hardbound receipt for the thesis, health card, it depends on the establishment, medical certificates, DTR. So there are establishments that they don't provide DTR. You only have a attendance sheet. So you need to have a photocopy or you need to scan and print. Next, you need to have the performance evaluation sealed in an envelope. Okay. So the managers or the supervisors will give this performance evaluation. And you need also to insert the accomplishment report. Okay. And also the certificate of completion of the practicum. Okay, so just have a reminders. You need to, for example, this medical certificate, they have a half size of the A4 bond paper. For example, here the urine stool, drug test, and X-ray. For example, so you need to photocopy in a long band paper. Okay, the certificate of completion of practicum hours. This is a certificate, so you just need to photocopy, not the original. And the documentation. What is the content for documentation? Your pictures during your training. And you need to put description every picture. So what you are doing, for example, you take a picture washing the dishes, so you need to put a description washing dishes. And now for the format, it is 8.5 by 13. It is a long size band paper. and it must be double space, just like for your thesis format. Double space, and for the font style, Arial, and the size is 12. And the main title and subtitle should be in the bold text, not underline bold text. And for the margin, same with the thesis format, at the top, bottom, and right side, that is 1 inch. And for the left, that is 1.5 because it is soft bound. And for the paragraph, don't forget, same with the thesis format, you need to put indent in every paragraph and you need to justify it. Now, this is the sample format for the title page. Okay. Relation Students Internship Program in the Philippines is IPP for the school year 2022 to 2023. And then you don't forget to edit your name here and put the month and the year. So this is June 2023. Okay, so if you have any other questions, don't forget to chat on the group chat. Again, so if you, for example, you have a question on how to put the accomplishment report booklet, since you need to put this also in the softbound. Okay, so no need to photocopy every page of the booklet. So you will just use a certain page, just like in the scrapbook. Okay, for example, here, as you can observe, I will also upload this one in the Google Classroom. Okay, you'll just put something that the accomplishment report and the grading sheet you need to put here, just like a pocket. Okay, you need to make a pocket in the page in which you can insert the accomplishment report and the grading sheet. Okay, now let's proceed to the mock interview evaluation and feedback form. Again, if you are done with the 720 hours, you need to comply the softbound compilation. So after you have complied all this one, you have already completed this, you need to print this mock interview evaluation and feedback form, and you need to print it. And then if you are done, you will report to the office. You need to submit the softbound, and you need to give this mock interview evaluation and feedback form to your advisor. And as you give this form, you will undergo a mock interview and you will be rated by your advisor. So if you are done here, you will have the assurance that you will have to graduate. And don't forget to comply the requirements. Okay, again, for the recap, you need to give the hardbound thesis in our office. You need to give the softbound internship compilation, and then you need to be cleared in the clearance. So as you have done with 720 hours, you need to submit the hardbound thesis to the office, as well as the softbound internship compilation to your advisor, and need to save your time to sign for your clearance. I think I covered all the important informations, requirements, and instructions. In case I forget something, don't forget to drop your questions, suggestions in our group chat. Thank you. Have a nice day.